I'm sorry, Saints. Woo! That's like round 3. I'm out of breath. You heard me? Hey, gotta put our dancing shoes on, going to the wedding. Woo! Water. Pardon me. Delicious. Okay, on a serious note, that song was because we have a what? Red alert! Red alert, saints! TIs, angels of the Most High. Something's about to go down. We're about to fly. Me oh my, on the bayou. Yep, still on the bayou. The Lord hasn't guided me out yet, so we'll see what we will see, because I've been shown we're going to be taking over the ports. I had several dreams about this, and the Lord has confirmed it with a lot of other things that I won't get into. What I want to come on real quick and tell y'all, I'm sorry I hadn't been able to come on. They hacked into my phone. I wasn't able to use my phone for it was like a day and a half. It was blank, and then it came on with a welcome, but I didn't touch anything. I didn't restart it, and it wouldn't do anything. Just welcome, welcome, welcome. You can't take the battery out of it. Anyways, but praise the Lord, that came back on. But they took all my pictures, all my evidence, which I told y'all they'll do, because I got some more evidence on there before I could upload it. Yeah, fun times at the Circle K. It doesn't matter. The Lord's got our back anyway. But everything was deleted off my phone, including all my pictures, all my numbers. But fortunately, I had a few numbers written down, and a few of y'all called me. So anyway, then they hacked into simultaneously, my Wi-Fi wouldn't work, the signal wouldn't work, a lot of other crazy things, because I really wanted to come on and tell y'all a few things. But now I'm having to run out the dough before it starts pouring down rain. It's been raining off and on here in NOLA for a couple of days. That the red alert, after a 3-minute long speech, is that they have caught a Chinese spy. He's a spy! Even that was in the movie the Lord told me about, which I'll tell you in a minute. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. The Lord told me the name of our group is the Regulators. We regulate any stealing of His property, meaning people that are being deceived by Satan. We regulate. We get back souls for Jesus. But that's in the movie, Young Guns. He said he's a spy, and it was one of their own. Well, they just caught a Chinese spy taking pictures at the Circle K. No, at the Navy base in where? Where do you ask? Key West, where I lived off and on for several years. And during Hurricane Irma, the Lord told me 3 weeks before Irma was even heard of that there was going to be a storm coming, and I was to stay in place. Took so much faith not to leave. Only 5% of the city stayed. We were on lockdown once 2 days before the storm was going to hit. Take out everything. All of Key West was going to be underwater. We had to stay, and I knew the Lord had told me to. And it actually was a blessing in disguise. And the storm missed us by 15 miles. We had a lot of trees rooted up and all that. But long story short, too late. I lived maybe 10 blocks from this Navy base where they caught the spy. He's a spy. So let me read what the article says, is that a Chinese national was arrested taking pictures of the restricted area of the U.S. Navy installation in Key West. Okay? It's that base is home to interrogancy. I can't say it. You know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, now I got a cough. interrogancy. I can't say, but I'll just say Interency. Yeah. Prayers just goes out. They're hitting us, a lot of us I know, so I'm not paying any attention. Look away, you're hideous. Um, Task Force for South. I can't even read my own scribble. For the South. They monitor, I guess, the South um, in Florida along the coast. What they do is they monitor illicit trafficking of air and sea. The Chinese are going after sensitive, the word we all love on this channel, targets. Going after the sensitive targets, meaning the military bases that are not as highly protected. And Key West is one of them. They are very strict there. I rode my bike through there, and this would have been in 2017 when it still wasn't like full on all this crazy stuff that's going on now. I didn't go onto the base. It was the street beside the base that's a regular street. It's a public street, and I was being circled by bunches of them. So for this guy to actually be able to get on there and take the pictures, that's pretty wild. Anyway, this is the second time, I think just in the last month or two, that this has happened. 2 Chinese diplomats were expelled by our government, governing of the mental, as we all know, after driving onto a sensitive military base in Virginia. And one of the spies was confirmed to be an intelligence officer. Okay, so we all know this is their hocus pocus, but I do believe what I was shown by the Lord. I don't go by anything I hear on YouTube. I don't watch TV. I don't believe the mainstream media. Yeah, they are moody. Sorry about my hair. The mainstream media. But I will get confirmation once I'm shown something. The Lord speaks to me usually through dreams, and then just talking to Him, and He'll guide me to things in the Bible, in His Word. Sometimes He gives me visions. Just talking, just to knowing, He'll like download things. I call it being downloaded with things once I ask and really seek Him, and especially if I'm fasting, I get really hard, like whoa, so much. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with all of it. But then I'll get confirmation from certain people that I know also have the Holy Spirit. But I don't go and get my information from people. I get it from the Lord. And what I'm saying is what I found out just a little while ago. I did get off a YouTube channel. It's called JW or J Workouts TV. And I think it stands for Jackson. His name is Steven Jackson. He's awesome, and he lives in Mississippi, so he's in my neck of the woods almost. But it was off his channel, and I instantly was like, this is why. The Lord will not let me go to Key West. I've been wanting to go back there. I left back in April. He will not let me go there, and I was shown that port cities are going to be taken out. New Orleans is one of them where I'm at right now. The Lord said I'm to stay in place for this particular time. If I'm to leave, as all of us are. If you don't know where you're supposed to be and you're concerned, there's no safe place. There's no hiding from the wrath of the Most High. He's had enough, and He's coming for His children that have been praying for help and to get us out of here, mister. So He is listening, but He was giving it longer. This should have happened several years ago. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my hair. I don't know what it's doing. I'm all shook up. But He delayed it a couple of years. Sis Karen, Sarah Forth calling. She's doing better, y'all. She still needs y'all's prayers, but I'll come on and give some more updates. Somebody told me she made a video. I did message her back and forth today, so she's a little bit better, but she's got a long way ahead of her. But thank y'all for anybody that donated to her. She's got a lot of medical expenses. Again, I'm believing that we're going to be called out of here. But Sis Karen and I were talking way back when I lived on my boat a couple of years ago, and I was in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is about seven hours from Key West. I call it that because they did a lot of rotten things to me there, but that happens everywhere, so who cares? It's actually an awesome city. There's some cool people there. But, what was I going to say? Wrote a song about it? Like the hit? No. Oh, since Karen and I felt that this was all going to happen a couple of years ago. Well, the Most High has confirmed that we heard correctly, but it was delayed. He was giving people more of a chance to repent and turn to Him. But now it's on pecan, and there's no setting back. It's going. The clock is ticking. Again, there's no time in heaven. That's maybe why a lot of us are always late. I've always got in trouble. You're always late. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But also, New Orleans, you heard me? The New Orleans Saints won. And what did I say last week's video? Who that? Who that? Who that say we're going to beat them Saints? Nobody. Nobody is going to beat the Saints of the Most High. And we're about to fly. So just get ready. Get ready. Get ready. And they revved their engine as I said that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm seeing demons manifesting everywhere. I had to again take a bus, which I really don't like doing, but I had to do it because of where I had to go to run some errands yesterday again. It's about 5 miles away. So I walk about a mile to get to the one bus and then a half a mile to connect to the second one. But still, it saves me another 5 miles. So not one, but two different ladies. And yes, it could have been one of their ex. Yes, it very well could have been. But it was bizarre, whatever it was. And it was bizarre that they chose, if this was street theater, it was bizarre that they chose to do it on a bus with tons of people. It was packed where a couple of people had to stand. They chose to do it in that situation. I did not get the feeling this was an act. I can spot the gang-stalking buffoonery. Sometimes I've even been led to make jokes. You get a C- on that one. Actors, I'll say something like that. C- for your acting skills. But thanks for the entertainment. Or no autographs today. No autographs today. Just funny jokes sometimes. But I did not get the vibe that this was an act. I also don't think that these two older women, one had to be in her 70s and the other one was probably 50s to 60s. One was a tiny little thin black woman, had to be in her 70s. And the other one was, who cares? Who cares what she looked like? But the other one just looked like very frail and like you would not think this would be coming out of her. Looks can be deceiving though, especially if they're being overtaken by demons. Neither one of them acted like that until they walked past me. But I don't believe it was part of being targeted. I believe that this was demons manifesting because they felt Jesus' spirit on me. Maybe they were being, hit by the Holy Ghost. I don't know. But I was sitting towards the front, and they both walked on. The older one that was very thin and petite, kind of frail, walked on first. She walked on normal, and then as she got by me, she just started spouting all this crazy stuff about, you better take me to Walmart, take me to Walmart. And it reminded me of the movie. That's funny, actually. Gotta go to Walmart, gotta go to Walmart. But she was saying the address of Walmart, Chopper Tools, 1901, Chopper Tools, 1901. And don't you do, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to snap this chick's going to blow. This chick's going to blow, she's saying. And just being like crazy belligerent. I don't think she cussed them. Now, she was threatening to kill the driver, though. She threatened to kill the bus driver twice. Twice she did. And this is in about the first 10 minutes. And she sits like 3 back from me. And then she's like shaking. It was a demon was taking over her. It would never look at me. Because I don't believe it was her doing it. The thing would never look. Was just looking around and threatening to kill the driver. I don't know about y'all, but if we said one little thing like that, even an outburst, you're off that bus. They might even call the cops on us. But it was bizarre as all. So while she's yelling about she's going to kill the driver if he doesn't take her to Walmart. You're going the wrong way. You're going into the black neighborhood. Oh, you know where you're going. You're going to get shot now. If I don't kill you, they'll kill you. She's saying and just all this crazy stuff. And I'm just praying. The lady sitting next to me looked scared, and I started kind of like calming her down, just saying, it's demons. I said, everything's going to be okay. And I was like praying for covering around the bus, which we're to do, y'all. We're to pray for others because most of these people don't know how to pray. They don't know how to defend themselves. This is where God's using us, okay? We're on the front lines right now. So if you don't think you're doing anything and you're put into a situation like that or anything, maybe you're walking down the street and somebody's being mean to somebody. You can stop, go in the middle. Like, I've done several times and got hurt by it. But for the most part, the Lord has protected me. I mean, he does protect me, but sometimes I'll get a little scuffed up. But we're to protect others and stand up for what's wrong. Stand up for what's wrong. Look, she's really part of the bad ones. No, I really need to get out of here. And my hair is bothering me. Stand up against the wrong, against the evil, okay? We're to be a light in the darkness. So while she's yelling, then the next stop, another lady gets on. And she's dressed kind of normal, just looks like a normal lady, nothing strange about her or anything. She sits like one more back on the same side of the other lady. So there's like one seat in between them and then her. And then she starts taking over. That demon jumped off the one lady into her. I truly believe I witnessed it jump. I didn't see it because I wasn't looking that way because I'm facing the front. But then I hear her, and that's when I like turn kind of sideways. And the other lady has now stopped yelling. And the lady behind her is now screaming and yelling, saying, and God's gonna do, and she's saying all these things about God. I don't think either one of them cussed. I will say that, which a lot of times when these demons take over, they're cussing. But I believe that this was a false prophet demon, a spirit of a false prophet. And so they're coming in the final days to lead those who don't have the word written in their heart astray. So again, we're to be aware of these things. I just wanted to give you all a heads up on that. It was very strange. Both of the ladies got off before I needed to get off. And then when I got off, I told the bus driver, he handled that really well. And for him to have a blessed rest of the weekend. And he said, thank you. And he looked so surprised that somebody gave him a compliment. Again, that's also part of our mission, is to lift others up. Be the light in the darkness. And that's what they're trying to do with this targeting, is steal our light. Don't let them. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Okay? I love y'all. I'll try to come back on a little bit. I got to run some errands before it gets really dark. Also, I was in the quarter about 3 days ago, right before the phone was hacked into. Got awesome pictures on it, and then they hack into the phone. Not one, but 2 wedding parties went across my path. Once I was coming off the bus, and they're walking down the street, and there was like a second line, which they do in New Orleans for jazz funerals, but this was for a wedding. And they were carrying their little parasols, which are like colorful little umbrellas. And then the second one was later going back through the quarter because I had to walk through it, which the quarter is the French Quarter. If y'all don't know, it's the main part that people come into, like where Bourbon Street is. But I usually avoid Bourbon and go on some side streets. But and on the way back, another person with a wedding gown on. And this was on Thursday? I think it was Thursday, which is an odd day for weddings. I know it wasn't yesterday. It was either Thursday or Friday, which still is odd days because they usually have them on the weekend. So that was 2 weddings, and I keep being shown weddings. Everywhere I go, weddings. But it won't just be like me happening by somebody standing outside doing their wedding pictures. It will literally be the wedding goes in front of me as I'm walking. They'll just come out of nowhere. So I believe that this is the Most High telling us we're about to fly. Also, I wanted to tell y'all, again, the thing in Key West is a red alert to me. I have boots on the ground there. I have Captain Ron on the case. He's going to try to find anything out he can. He lives down there. But I'm not holding my breath tonight anyway. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, I've been shown all the port cities are going to be taken out. They're going to take out any way to get things brought in, like food and clothing and all that, because they want to regulate us. But we're going to regulate their aces, y'all. Angels of the Most High, we have been sent for this mission. So just keep your armor on. Keep close to the Lord at all times. Stay prayed up. If you can fast, even if you just can only miss one meal, try. Get out some of those toxins that they put in our food. And again, the reason why they're hitting the ports is to control the food coming in, and then they're going to try to control the masses. This is how they're going to implement the mark of the beast, which I believe is going to be in 2020. 2020 meaning the veil is lifted. 2020, perfect sight, perfect vision. Just a lot of things are about to go down, y'all. Again, when I was in the corner, I forgot, again, I've tracked Jack, clickety-clack. There was a very strange fog, and it stinks that my camera was hacked into right after those pictures. This fog, it looked like a ghost ship, the Natchez. I was down by the riverfront, and the Natchez, which is a riverboat with a paddle wheel, it's huge. You couldn't even see but the top of it. It was daytime. This was like 2 in the afternoon, maybe 3. And so it's like still daylight. I'm like, where is the boat? It looked like a ghost ship. Cool pictures, but of course they snag those. Something with the fog I was shown. I don't know if that's how they're going to sneak in. It did not look like a normal fog, okay? It was bizarre, is all I'm going to say. And then I heard Texas was also having a weird thing with the fog. Also, because I was shown port cities, and as it says in the Bible, when the Son of Man comes, when Jesus comes back, our Savior, when he comes in the clouds, people will be eating and drinking, being given in marriage. All right? What are people doing during these holidays? Eating and drinking and being married and given in marriage. What better time to hit a place and take over places than New Year's Eve? Word, y'all. So just something to think about. We are like high occupancy in all the hotels here right now, because not only the Saints in the Sugar Bowl, but I shouldn't have said the Sugar Bowl, but the Saints played. The Sugar Bowl's being hosted here. And my bad if the Saints were actually in the Sugar Bowl. That's how little I've been paying attention with all the stuff that the Lord is having me pay attention to. I don't even know any of this stuff. It's irrelevant. Our mission is from above, not on things of this world. But it's New Year's Eve, so they're going to have the big fleur-de-lis drop. And that's what I want to tell y'all. I just thought of this tonight, just before I came on. So up until maybe 6-7 years ago, they had the king cake baby drop. And they would do this on New Year's Eve, simulating how they have the ball drop in New York. But it was a king cake baby. If y'all aren't from here and you're not familiar with customs, again, my hair is really frightening me. Look away! How about if I do that? Hold on a minute. I'm just going to put it up. It's really bugging me. It's super humid here. I have the air conditioner on. Last week I had the heat on. Just really, really weird, wacky, wild weather. Hold on. Promote yourself. I know it gets irritating. Da 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 da. I'm all shook up. I got my Elvis on. I know it gets really irritating watching me like mess with my hair. But and the Lord won't let me straighten it. If y'all are wondering, did she get her hair curled? No, my hair naturally does this. There's no products in it right now. Maybe I need to get some, because the Lord said no straightening it. FYI, if you don't know and you have curly hair, the coils are antennas that reach the Lord. They want to strip us of everything that connects us with the Father. And I was one that bleached my hair and highlighted my hair for years, because I had blonde hair until I was like junior high. It was like blonde with a little bit of reddish gold. Gold, there you are, gold. And then I started highlighting it, and then I bleached it several times and all that. The Lord won't let me do it. And it's like kills our hair, and the chemicals get into your scalp. I know a lot of y'all know this, but for y'all that don't, that's why my hair's not blonde anymore. So deal with it. Bam! But he's telling me not to even straighten it. Sis Karen was shown the same thing, so it's kind of odd. Because we didn't discuss it with each other. Just one day it came up. I'm like, oh yeah, you've been doing that too. That's weird. Yeah. That's because part of our connection. So normally New Year's Eve up till 6-7 years ago, maybe earlier than that, I think they changed it when I moved away from here, because I come back, I leave, and then I come back. I stay here for a year. I go again, whatever, for years. But anyway, in New Orleans, they have a king cake that goes into the king cakes, which they serve at Mardi Gras, which are purple, green, and gold cakes, and they have filling in them. Whoever gets the baby, there's a tiny little baby about this big. No, it's not promoting something evil. It's a plastic baby. And why they put a baby in it? Oh, I guess to celebrate the New Year baby. I don't know. But it's at Mardi Gras. Whoever gets the baby in the king cake has to buy the next king cake. I got so excited when I got it one year. I wanted it. And I actually got another one somewhere and made earrings out of it. But anyway, that's another story. So they had this big giant baby that's supposed to look like the king cake baby. The dingo ate your baby. Okay, focus. And it drops from Jackson Brewery in Jackson Square, and it's called Jack's Brewery, Jax. And it drops from the top to the bottom with a light on. Everybody goes, woo! You know, big deal, right? But it's a big deal. It's like simulating the ball dropping in New York. And the Lord said, what does that symbolize? Baal. They're celebrating Baal, the worship of Baal, and they're getting everybody in on their satanic sacrifice. This is another ritual, but it gets weirder. Since 6 or 7 years ago, they took the baby off of there. I don't know why. Probably it's promoting, some sort of being mean to babies, even though this baby is obviously fake and it's like 20 feet long. Maybe 40 feet, I don't know. It's way up in the air and you can see it. It's like huge. But so now they've got a fleur-de-lis, not fleur-de-lis, fleur-de-lis that drops. Guess what a fleur-de-lis is? Satan's flower. It's also the main symbol of New Orleans. It came from France, but I find that interesting. And this is one of Satan's stronghold cities. I'm very aware. Thank y'all. A couple of y'all came on. Were very concerned. Told me I need to move. I get it. I'm feeling, as soon as the Lord tells me, I'm like on high alert, high watch at all times. But until he tells me and guides me, I remain. That's what faith is. And he guided me out of Hurricane Katrina a week before it was even evacuation. Nobody believed it was going to be bad. The Lord told me already. And he told me to remain in place during Irma. I have proof that really happened because I came on 2 weeks before Hurricane Irma in Key West, which wiped out almost all the keys and we were supposed to take a direct hit. It missed us by 15 miles. That's the power of prayer. I went around the whole city praying and anointing areas of the city. And I believed that was part of it. But the Lord told me that I would be safe to stay close to him and he would protect me. That was the exact words. He told me to go to the window 3 weeks before Irma, and he said, there's a storm coming. Stay close to me, and I will protect you. And then during the storm, 3-4 days before, and they're like, if you don't leave now, you're going to be locked down. I was talking to Sis Jeannie Hardesty and Sis Karen from Sarah Forth Calling. They both know about this, and another Sis in Christ who doesn't have a YouTube channel. So I had several witnesses, and I said, they're like, do you want to get out of there? I said, the Lord has told me to stay. And it missed us. Just pulled up trees and, minor things like that. I think one house got some roof damage. But that's why we have to know the Lord's voice and then obey. So if you have not been guided to the next place, you stay your ground. Stand your ground. Stand in the place where you live. Now face north. We're going to be going north soon, y'all. So, but The way he does me is he gives everything one little bit at a time, and I'll have directions and be told right now. So just have your bug out bags packed if you haven't been given direction yet, but you're feeling that you're going to be guided out soon. Some of us have been strategically placed in these satanic stronghold cities like here in New Orleans because we're going to be saving the lost when it really gets bad. They're going to be so upset, men's hearts will fail them for fear. But I also believe that we're planting seeds while we're here, and that once the grid is completely down and a lot of us are to be called up and some are going to be here during the entire trip, but we'll be supernaturally protected. It's what I've been shown personally, okay? For me personally. And then I've been shown we go up, come back down, and battle the fallen in the very end. And that's why the fallen are on several of us really hard, because they know who we are. They know that we were up there when the fallen were up there as angels, and they chose to fall. So they recognize us. They're jealous of us because they want to be back up there, but they're down here. So anyway, wow. I was looking to tell y'all I was fixing to go. Wanted to make sure the store closes in an hour, so I got to get out of here. And it's 555. What does 555 mean? New beginnings. We're going to fly, y'all. Okay, so I know I'm forgetting a lot of things. I don't have the Bible in this room, and I need to cut this off now that I know it's already that late. I was led to Acts 10:39 this morning when I said, Father, what is the truth? I want to know the truth. And Acts 10:39 is what I was led to, which is basically that we're the witnesses of the things he did, of the things Jesus did. We are here as his witnesses. He was hung on a tree. We're to witness about that. And God has not revealed this to all, but just to the witnesses. And he commanded us to preach this. Preach it, shout it from the rooftops is what the Lord keeps telling me. And believe me, I've been out on this balcony at least 4 times in the past month, giving my little tiny John speech. They love me here. But anyway, yeah, it's funny. Shuts them gang stalkers right up when you mention Jesus. They all slam their doors. But we still pray for them. I'm not even mad at them anymore, y'all. I pity the fool. I pity them. I truly do. And we have to pray for them. Some of these people are zombified in a trance from the 5G that's gone up in this city for sure. And the chemicals in our skies, the chemicals in our food, our water, the medication that almost everyone's on. I feel so blessed that I never got on any medication. The Lord warned me a long time ago. I don't even take aspirin. When I was in that bad wreck and I had a hematoma in my head, I took 1 pain pill. That's why I have the dent in my head. I actually have a dent in my head. That's what's wrong with you, Lena. But they said I would have all these different problems. Nothing. The Lord healed me of it, but I was supposed to take pain pills. I took one, it knocked me out for a whole day. I said, I can't take these things. Even aspirin makes me go to sleep for hours and hours because we're not from here. That's why when I drink alcohol, I'm like, they're poisoning me. Well, the alcohol is not like it was 10, 20 years ago. Oh, that's what else I want to tell y'all. I always thought, well, Jesus drank wine, so I can drink. And Jesus drank back then. The wine back then was not potent like what they're putting into it now. And it didn't have all these poisons in it. They are poisoning everything. So if back in the day you had 2, 3 drinks and you were fine, and you have 1 drink now and you're totally trash, it's because it's toxic, it's poison. And if you're an angel sent back in this final hour, it is poison to us. Anything that's not from him, we can't have in us. So that's why we're highly affected. Also, we're affected by other people's energy. So I just wanted to give y'all a tip. If y'all can, at least once a week, if you have the privilege of having a tub. I didn't have a tub for 3 years. Bathe in salt water, sea salt water. or take a sea salt bath, like a bubble bath, and get out some of the toxins, um, because we absorb all their negative energy and they steal our light. What have I been telling y'all for a couple of years? They're trying to steal our joy, our peace, our light. We're unique. We stand out. And all the crazy stuff that goes on, we can still laugh and joke and smile and have peace in the midst of the storm. And that is all praise to the one true God, the most high. Okay? So I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. Thank you. A couple of y'all donated. I really appreciate it. I got rent due on the 1st, as usual. But thanks be to the Most High. Well, I shouldn't even say, but I don't need I'll just put it this way. I don't need as much as I normally do. So any amount helps. If you're guided, Sis Karen needs help with her medication, and she's got to travel back to Philly every couple of weeks. And her channel is called Karen Warrior Against the Darkness. Awesome, awesome angel saint of the Most High. Hold on. Y'all might be hearing something. We got Captain Ron. He's boots on the ground in Key West. Live on Lena TV. Live on Lena TV. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're live on Lena TV. I'm making a video. Boots on the ground in Key West. Boots on the ground in Key West. Did you find anything else? Did you find anything? Okay. Okay. I was gonna say if you had any info, I'd put it on live right now. But okay. God bless you. Have a good night. Okay. Love you. Bye. Over and out. Okay. Nothing. 2 thumbs down on that one. Boots on the ground. He's a really sweet little dude, and he's not in the best health, y'all. He's ex-military. He's older now. I'm gonna say I don't know how old he is, to be honest. He's got white hair and a white beard, though. He won the what do you call it? It's the Key West. I don't know, man. Forgot the name of it. He's a famous writer that lived in Key West. Not Truman. Man, I can't remember. I should know this. Anyway, he won some contest because the guy, the famous writer, I know y'all are going to know who I'm talking about, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't get it out. He won one. Hemingway. He won the Hemingway contest because that's funny. But he's ex-military. He's homeless. Isn't that nice? He became homeless after he helped me. Might be targeted too. Y'all, please say prayers for him. He's not in real good health, and but he's gonna try to find out any more information he can find out on the China that's in the Chinese spies. He's a spy that's in Key West right now. So anyway, prayers for everybody. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. A couple of y'all donated again. You are 2 thumbs up with a snap, and I'm out.